Have you ever been frustrated by the performance of employees? People who made a good impression in the interview, not fulfilling your expectations now, not pulling the weight. Are you worried whether you're doing a good enough job as a manager or lacking skills to help this particular employee? Have you been harsh in your attempts to drive performance and came to regret it? I surely can relate to the last bit. Now I have a recipe to help with challenging situations like this. Talking to books with the help of ChatGPT. Let me show you. This is the prompt I'm using. I have an employee which I feel is underperforming. The work output and business results for the time they invest is not where it should be. I need to distinguish whether this is a situation which could be solved by better management or whether the employee is inherently a low performer and nothing will move them. Recommend a great book which can help in this situation. So this is the first step. As you see, ChatGPT recommends us this book, First Break All the Rules, What the World's Greatest Managers Do Differently, by the authors Marcus Buckingham and Kurt Kaufman. Now, this is not about you then actually getting a book recommendation. Watch the rest of this video to find out how I interact with the book using the help of ChatGPT. A great thing which I like about this is we can immediately evaluate whether this is a book we would want to use and want to chat with. Here it says that it's based on extensive research by the Gallup organization and offers insights into how top managers effectively manage and develop their teams. A great starting point. Now let's get to the second part. How to actually chat with this book. I've already run this prompt. So what I do is I apply the book First Break All the Rules, What the World's Greatest Managers Do Differently by Marcus Buckingham and Kurt Kaufman to the following situation. This employee is working part-time, recently received a task by me to evaluate AI tools. He used ChatGPT to do that and posted a short sentence about his preferred tool. The remainder was the output of ChatGPT. He took 3 days to do this, 20 hours, which I feel is much too much. Of course, I might not be aware of other work they have been doing during this time. I told him that I can use ChatGPT myself if necessary and to stop posting ChatGPT answers on Slack. Now, as you see, what I did first, I was very generic and I asked for the right book to help me solve this problem or work on this problem. Consider a book as a certain collection of recipes for a situation. And now this trick helps us when we say apply the book to the following situation. This trick helps us pull a lot of context into ChatGPT and to actually give us more precise answers and less vague answers. So as you see, applying the principles from First Break All the Rules to the situation involves focusing on understanding the employee's strengths, expectations, alignment with her role, while also examining your management approach. So I'll just read the top headlines. So assess individual strengths and fit for the role, clear expectations and goals. It's always good to be reminded of what management is about. Feedback and accountability. And how effective was the feedback provided? After ChatGPT goes into details and actually applies this to your situation, or my situation in this case. So after noticing the issue, provided feedback regarding the use of ChatGPT. This aligns with the book's emphasis on giving immediate direct feedback. However, it's also essential to understand the root cause of the behavior. Was the employee trying to save time, or did they believe that using ChatGPT was an efficient way to complete the task? Explore this in a follow-up conversation to provide more tailored feedback and set clear guidelines on the use of AI tools. Focus on outcomes, not just processes. Now you're of course wondering, how do I know the difference between whether this is actually a problem with this particular employee, which if I continue to give feedback will not improve, or whether this is my management style? I will have an answer for you. So right now, we'll have a look at this feedback. So evaluating time management prioritization. Was the employee effectively managing their time? Taking 20 hours to produce minimal output suggests potential time management issues. Discuss with the employee how they spent their time, what challenges they faced. Employee engagement and motivation. It's a good one, because is the employee engaged and motivated in their role? With this particular employee, in fact, I did feel a certain disengagement and not engagement with the team, not really feeling themselves as part of the team and so on. And employee engagement, as ChatGPT correctly, or the book is saying, is key in driving performance. Then it suggests us action steps. And these are quite useful. Set up a one-on-one conversation, clarify expectations, provide guidance on using AI tools, monitor progress, and provide support. Regular check-ins can help ensure that the employee is on track and clear of what's expected in future tasks. Now, still our answer hasn't been answered. That's why, how will I know when it's time to let them go? That's what I've asked. And here, again, framed within the principles of this particular book, which we selected or which ChatGPT helped suggest to us. Of course, you can also apply the same tool using books which you already know and like. So here are the reasons when you should actually let underperforming employees go. Consistent underperformance despite clear feedback. Employee continues to underperform even after receiving clear, actionable feedback and guidance. The keyword here is actionable feedback. So actually, this is something which they should be able to act on, meaning it should be specific. If you provided specific feedback, set clear expectations, offered support, yet the employee's performance does not improve, may indicate that the role is not a good fit for the skills or motivation. Again, I like how they say here that the role is not a good fit for their skills or motivation. It's not about this employee being a bad employee in general, but possibly not a good fit for this particular position. Repeated failure to meet expectations is a strong signal that improvement is unlikely. Very true. Lack of engagement or motivation, such as lack of enthusiasm, minimal effort, absenteeism. Inability to adapt or grow. Unable or unwilling to adapt to new challenges, learn new skills, or take on additional responsibilities. Negative impact on team dynamics. Team's morale, productivity, or cohesion. This typically is something which I'm already personally aware of. But this lack of engagement or motivation is something which was new for me, to also see it as a feedback here. And this repeated failure to meet expectations is a strong signal that improvement is unlikely. It is stating the obvious, but sometimes it's really good to hear the obvious. And misalignment with company's values or goals. And I love this number 6, failure to take ownership. The employee frequently deflects responsibility, makes excuses, or fails to take ownership of their work. Accountability is a key trait of high performers. If an employee habitually avoids taking responsibility for their mistake or consistently blames external factors for their poor performance, indicates a lack of ownership, which is detrimental to team and organizational success. And then ChatGPT suggests a decision-making process, including documenting the performance issues, conducting the final evaluation, consulting with HR leadership, and considering the long-term impact and planning the transition. So here you have it. This is a process you can use for helping you with difficult HR issues or any other management issues which you have. Basically talking to books with the help of ChatGPT. If you like this content, please subscribe for more videos like this and comment on your biggest challenge as a manager, and I'll see if I can create a video for you.